In this video, I'm going to be going over the functions of the main Stream Deck and the secondary Stream Deck for the video director position. So first off, we got to get the cameras on. And so right now the cameras are on, you can tell on the screen. But if they weren't, you would go into this button, Camera Power. And you've got two options, cameras on or cams on, cams off. And we'll be going over this at the very end of the video. So if you get here and the cameras are not on, then you would hit cams on. You'll see a little play, a green play icon. This is basically the automation that's linked to this button, turning on all of our cameras, both in the worship center and in the chapel. So this camera's off button turns off all 6 of our PTZ Optics cameras. That's the 3 in the worship center and then 3 over in the chapel. So the main page, to go back to main, is this button in the lower left corner. Back to main, and the main page, we have the top bar is the camera selection. So as you can tell on the screen, camera 1 is being previewed and camera 2 is live. If I wanted to preview 3, I just hit 3 up top, and then I would take to push 3 over to live, and now you can see by the Stream Deck and on the multi-view and the main vMix page that camera 2 is in preview and camera 3 is in program, which means it's live. That's what the viewers are seeing. So if I wanted to go to camera 6, the drum cam, I'm previewing 6, and then I can hit take, and that would push 6 over to the program or the live screen. So that is, the top bar is access for all 7 cameras. Now this is the main page for the 9 a.m. service. I know that because in the button right here, this is just a blank button indicating what service I'm viewing on the Stream Decks. If you were the video director for the 10:30 service and you walked into the video room and you saw this page, you would just simply hit the 9 a.m. button, and that would change the main Stream Deck and the secondary Stream Deck over to control the 3 PTZ cameras in the chapel. We also have an indicator right here. It says on air. When this is red, that means we are currently streaming. So this is a good indication button, or light, if you will, to know if you're streaming. You can also see over here where my mouse is circling, this button right here, this would light up red. That would also indicate it, that we are live and streaming. The buttons right here in the Stream Deck on the main one, the 6 right here and the 6 right there, they have these numbers on top of these presets. And so everything that has a 2 over it, it correlates to camera 2. And you'll notice if I select 2, then that means we have these 6 presets. So if I wanted to look at the pulpit preset, oh, there we go. You'll notice in preview it went to the pulpit. If I wanted to look at the wide, that's the wide. Keys over there, drums, that one was used for something different, and we can get to saving over our presets. If I wanted to look at 3, we can go to wide, looks like that is wide. We can go to the pulpit by pressing pulpit, and so that's how we change the looks of cameras 2 and 3. Now 1 does have presets, but 1 is operated by a camera operator for the 9 a.m. service. So that's one that that is taken off your plate as the video director because you already have a lot going on. The next button on the main Stream Deck is overlays. And so if you go into this page, you have these 3 buttons right here. These are overlays for your main output. So if I press prayer, you'll notice it turns red on the Stream Deck, and also has this graphic fly in on the bottom left corner. It says visit morningsidetlh.org/pray. This one is a subscribe button that flies in on the top left of the output. And then this last one, I'll show you. It's named, let me go back to overlays. It's named music to message. So it's exactly how it sounds. this is a transition to music, from music to message. So I'll show you by example of what it does. So if I wanted to, I'm going to preview the pulpit look, and I'm going to say I had, let's see, say I was on, say camera 3 was live, and I knew the message was up next in the service flow. I want to have the pulpit shot that I want in preview and some other camera in program. So when I go back to overlays, when Brian is getting up to start his message, just about when he hits the second step or so, you would hit music to message. This throws a graphic of our logo, and then it transitions the preview into program. So now camera 1, the pulpit shot we wanted, is live, and the shot we were on switched over to preview. So that's just a good little fun graphic to go from music to message. We have in the top right over here, it says go to logo. If we need to go to logo for any reason, you would just hit that. It turns red when it is live. We use the logo at the very end of the service. Well, the last one over here is show hide ProPresenter. You'll notice there's a 1 right here. These are our overlays on the computer screen that correlate to the buttons. So if I hit prayer, you'll see prayer was overlay 4 right there, and it'll go away once I'm not doing anything. It's all timed. So once you hit it, it'll go away eventually. I think it's set to 6 seconds or 5 seconds. So ProPresenter is the first overlay that we've used. And so if I had ProPresenter running, you would be seeing the graphics, video, lyrics, whatever we're outputting from ProPresenter overlaid on our output, so our live feed. If something happens, say lyrics got messed up and they're all over the screen and something doesn't look quite right, we can hide ProPresenter by pressing the show hide ProPresenter button. But usually that stays on because we're controlling what comes to vMix from ProPresenter and what doesn't. The last button is a very important button. I almost missed it. This is the take button. You've already seen me use it. This is when I want to take the shot. So if I like, say for example, if I like this shot right here, camera 2, I'm going to take this. You would press take, and it would transition from preview to program, and then it would flip whatever was in program, it would flip to preview. And that's just kind of how vMix works. The next thing I'm going to go over is the secondary Stream Deck. You've probably noticed when I click these 1 through 3, whether I'm in the 9 a.m. service or I'm in the 10:30 service, they follow. So the secondary Stream Deck is slave to the main Stream Deck. What I mean by that is if I'm on 3, I can control the pan, tilt, the zoom, in and out, the speed of how fast I pan, tilt, and zoom. So I can go by steps of speeding up and speeding down if I wanted to move the camera really fast or really slow. And then I also have the same 6 presets that you see over here on the main one, but then you also have an additional 3 for cameras 2 and 3. If you wanted to use 7 and 8 and 9, you could, but you're not going to see them on the main Stream Deck. You also have camera 1 as well. This is just in a pinch if for some reason we don't have a camera 1 operator. You can also use this the same way you use camera 2 and 3. So you can control camera 1 as well. Oops. Yeah, you can control camera 1 as well, just like you can 2 and 3. Okay? If I wanted to store a preset, so say I liked, let's see, I'm on previewing 3, say I liked this shot right here of the drums and the bass. So if I wanted that to be preset 6, I'd press 3 right in the middle, and then you'll see that it says save 3, and the same presets are over here, but they say save. So I can press this, go back to this page of the camera out page, and then I can say, okay, I'm going to go wide, and
and then if I press 6, it goes back to that. So say if I want to, I like it actually a little bit further over this way. If I can save over that, okay, by going into this page, going back out. Say if I'm going to go to this one, and then now that one. So that's how you save and recall presets. This take button all the way over here in the bottom right is the same exact take button. So if I wanted to use this in a pinch, I could, and you'll see in the screen it just took 3 to program, and now I'm going back to 2. I forgot one incredibly important button, and that is the stream outlets button. If you go into this, you have 2 options. This is start stream and stop stream for the 9 a.m. stream. If I were in the 10:30 service, stream outlets, you'd see that the buttons reflect which service I'm in. We stream when the 5-minute countdown starts displaying from our ProPresenter output feed. So when I press start stream, the stream buttons down here will actually illuminate red. So this is a good indicator as well as this on air button that we are streaming. Once you stop, it should look exactly like this for both the 9 o'clock and the 10:30 service. Shutting down the stream decks is very easy. At the very end, so if you were the 10:30 video director, at the very end of the 10:30 service, you would go to camera power and then you would hit cameras off. So I can do this right now. You'll see that all the cameras went down. You see this little green icon, play icon. It's going through and it's turning off all 6 of our cameras. Once it stops, once the green play button disappears, off the camera's off, you can go down to this button that says shut down companion, and this will actually shut down both of these at the same time, just like this. And that is an overview of the stream decks for the video director position.